Closed captioning for Hello ENC is sponsored by Hearing Life.
Coming up today on Hello ENC, Green Thumb's going to show you how to refresh your garden for the fall.
Hello ENC.
Hey. Living, loving local.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Lifestyle.
With your host, Meghan, and fashionista, Ciara.
Let's get a sound check. And now, Hello ENC.
Let's go.
Hey friends, welcome to Hello ENC. I'm your host, Meghan Mamlock. We have an awesome show coming your way today. We've got Green Thumb, where we'll learn about refreshing your garden for the fall, and we'll head down to Little Washington to figure out what an estuary is on trailblazing. And next up bat is the Little League Softball World Series, which has begun today in Greenville, and we'll catch you up on all the info you need to watch. It'll be an adventure around the East that you won't want to miss.
And we aim to entertain you.
An estuary, a lagoon, a sound, and a bay. What do they all have in common? Well, we're here in Little Washington at the North Carolina Estuarium to find out on trailblazing.
Hey friends, we're in Washington and we're at the North Carolina Estuarium. I'm joined by Sophia, and we're gonna see all that they have to offer and teach us about estuaries. So what's here for us to check out?
So we have a lot of different things that we do here. We have 4 exhibit halls. We take students and children's groups through. We learn a little bit about the estuary systems, what ecosystems they provide for us. We have a couple different animals and some exhibits with that. All the historic things that Washington has to offer.
Speaking of which, the Pimlico is the second largest estuary in the United States.
That's right. So the Pimlico Albemarle estuary system is the second largest estuary system in the United States, second to the Chesapeake Bay, which interestingly enough was actually formed by a meteor striking the Earth like thousands and thousands of years ago.
Fun facts.
Yeah, fun facts, fun facts.
So what do estuaries do to help, with the environment or, just in general?
Well, they play a lot of very important roles. Of course, a lot of animal species come into the estuary system to perhaps reproduce or have their babies, but also the estuary is a great way for the water to get cleaned by all those aquatic plants and animals before it goes back to the ocean. What makes an estuary is a couple things, but primarily is the uniqueness in the water. So of course in our oceans we have salt water, and then in the rivers there's fresh, but when they intermingle together they make brackish water, and it's incredibly nutrient rich and is in between on the spectrum of the salty to the fresh. So kids will come through, we often give them a scavenger hunt or something to just keep them looking for all the information, and the things are interactive. There's buttons to push and things to listen to.
And you also take it to the river to kind of show people in person all the different aspects of it. So what are we about to get into as we join that boat tour?
That's exactly, so the river roving boat tours, they're really great, and I wish more people knew about them, so I'm really glad that you guys are here actually. Sometimes you'll see some great animals, and it's really exciting.
It's a very relaxing experience. I would hope they take a closer look at the environment and how, human nature affects the environment. And to be honest, I hope they just enjoy the ride.
So we're in the lobby of the North Carolina Estuarium, and what are we about to check out right now?
So what we're looking at, we have this big sculpture here, and a local artist made this for us many years ago when the estuarium was being built. He built to represent the state of North Carolina and all sorts of different ecological aspects of North Carolina. It sort of gives the kids an opportunity to see how water moves. So how we do that is we have our drop of water, our metaphorical drop of water, and we talk about the first step of the water cycle, which is of course evaporation, and we get evaporated up into the atmosphere. As it does this, maybe picking up particulate or pollution, but this part of the sculpture is supposed to represent the estuary. We see all kinds of different aquatic plants and all the things represented by those wires there, the grass, cleaning the water before it ultimately returns back to the ocean. And I stress to our visitors and our children and that sort of thing that we've had this drop of water for a very long time, and this is a cycle, and this is all the water that we have. So it's important that we keep it clean as it moves through and before the cycle repeats.
Well, Sophia, thanks so much for showing us the North Carolina Estuarium. As we mentioned, it's perfect for all ages, so make sure to come out and check out your local environment.
WNCT is just a really special place. We have great people here working hard every day to tell stories that need to be heard.
WNCT 9 News at 10 on Eastern North Carolina's CW.
Up next on Green Thumb, we're going to learn how to prune and use organic fertilizer to help refresh our garden from the summer into the fall. Welcome back to Green Thumb. I'm here with Brian Watson of Carolina Home and Gardens, and today we're going to discuss how to transfer your garden from August into the fall. So, Brian, what are your tips and tricks for us today?
So, the first thing you do in the heat of the summer, you can scan this garden and see that the colocasia still looks beautiful. You can see the hydrangeas look pretty good, but they're starting to do their thing, right?
They're wilting a little bit.
Exactly. So you got a new fresh one coming, which is exciting, right? That one back there is fresh. And then you can see the cannas. The cannas are kind of toast right now. If you were to leave them like that, that's a challenge for them to put up more blooms.
Yep.
So when you trim something, what it does is it wants to grow again.
So your first tip is to prune.
Absolutely, pruning's huge. So now here's the thing, and Matt, we were talking the other day, and Megan says, oh, when I cut, I kind of come and I cut like that, and then I come and cut like that. So
just the tops, but it's not just the tops.
Right, it's a lot more to it. So
okay.
There are things where you're on point. So we're gonna talk about where you're on point. So right here, this guy, you can come in, go to the next leaf, cut it right there. See, I left a leaf. What that does is it makes it where you really don't see the ugly prune mark.
Right.
For instance, so if I came in here and cut this one right there.
Then you just kind of...
It's kind of ugly, right?
Yeah.
So what you do is you go ahead and you follow it back to the next set of leaves, cut it right there. Then what will happen with these new specialized hybridized plants is it wants to bloom again now.
Perfect.
So it's exciting. So it's gonna, not only does it want to bloom again, but it wants to grow from within. So what I would say on this guy.
So your next tip.
Next tip, I would say we've assessed this guy. This guy's healthy and good. After this guy's been pruned, his foliage is clean, you step away, you look, this is an organic fertilizer that is awesome. I think it's really important to know that whenever you trim something, you feed it,
yep.
right? So especially if it's in the spring, the summer, and even the fall. The only time you would trim something and maybe not feed it would be in January or December. The reason we've switched to organics is because it becomes part of the soil. It becomes part of the plant.
So step 3.
It's step 3. This is a really nice organic product made with the foundation of neem oil. What it does in the landscape is it prevents and gets rid of fungus, it prevents and gets rid of bugs, and it prevents and gets rid of mites. So it's a 3-in-1.
That's perfect.
It's really cool. I think it's really important to know the time of day to apply most anything. You always want to do it in the coolest part of the day.
Okay.
Especially if you're in the summertime.
So like early morning or more so
early
like dusk?
morning or late at night.
Okay.
Late in the evening is great, but just be real careful applying any chemicals in the heat of the summer in August, in the middle part of the day.
Because it'll like cause like a burn reaction.
It happens too quick. It just accelerates everything too quick, and it does totally cause a burn reaction. Yep.
Oh.
Now the other thing is the opposite of that is if you're spraying in February and it's 10 degrees out, you don't get the good results then either. So you got to wait till it gets 60 degrees in the winter, and then maybe 70 degrees in the summer or something to apply.
Thanks so much for telling us
You're
all
welcome.
about how to refresh your gardens from, the summertime into the fall. And make sure to tune into Green Thumb every Tuesday as we get one day closer to Mother Earth. If you've missed any of your favorite stories or an episode of Hello ENC, just go to YouTube and search Hello ENC ! To subscribe and watch.
On Eastern Soil with Emily is sponsored by the following.
Welcome to On Eastern Soil with Emily.
We're about to head out with Benji to take a tour of his farm. Let's go.
Let's go.
It's beautiful out here.
Don't you like this? Isn't this pretty? There's about 52 cleared acres on this farm and about another 150 or 160 acres in woods. You don't go to many farms when you see The path's manicured like this
Oh,
one.
I know, yeah.
Isn't that neat?
Mm-hmm.
We used to grow tobacco beds on it. This is how you grew your tobacco plants.
Okay.
You grew them in the winter time, and you grew them under plastic. And you needed a warm area away from wind and stuff like this. So it was a perfect place to grow tobacco plants because the woods blocked the wind from blowing.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people in Pitt County, particularly in the Greenville area, would be surprised to know that agriculture not only is the largest industry in the state of North Carolina, it's actually also the largest value-added industry in Pitt County. And hopefully over the course of the next several years, we'll be able to grow agricultural education and FFA in all of our high schools and all of our middle schools in Pitt County.
Thank you. Join us on Tuesdays for anything and everything agriculture in the East.
On Eastern Soil with Emily is sponsored by the following.
Coming up on Hello ENC, we're going to check in with Greenville Parks and Rec to see how they're going to hit a grand slam for the Little League Softball World Series. Welcome back to Eventful. We are at Elm Street Park and I'm joined by Dawn of the Greenville Parks and Rec. And what are we talking about today?
Yeah, no, it's exciting for the city of Greenville. We are hosting for the second year the Little League Softball World Series here at Elm Street Park. It's organized by the local Little League here, working with Little League International to host the World Series. 12 teams coming from across the world. We have 8 teams from the United States. Games will begin here at Elm Street Park August 9th. The actual Little League experience will begin the week before as teams arrive. Little League in general is from 9 to 12-year-olds. This tournament is for 10 to 12-year-olds. We will have a kickoff opening ceremony for the girls on August 8th at Town Common. That'll kick off the official week for the girls. It's been such a great experience for our community. It'll certainly benefit our local economy.
And for people who want to come and attend this event, is there a fee or is it free for the public to come and watch the girls play?
No, the general admission is free. There's no fee to enjoy any game here at Elm Street Park, whether it be Little League World Series or Little League Baseball. So the community is invited to come out. This is the first year we've been able to host the tournament without any spectator restrictions. I think this Little League World Series, it's great for the community, but it's also great to see the girls come and the families come to Greenville and have a good first impression of our city. And I think that's what we as a planning committee are trying to do, working with Little League International and also the local Little League to make sure that we put together a great experience for the families so that they have fun here while they're in Greenville. But honestly, ultimately, it's seeing the girls participate in the games, have fun. Of course, there's a competitive nature of it, but also they're having fun playing the game they love.
Well, Dawn, thanks so much for telling us about this local event, and make sure to check them out August 9th for the Little League Softball World Series, and make sure to come back every Tuesday as we discover what our local communities are getting up to. What do fresh cut grass, hot dogs, and ducks have in common? I'll tell you. We're at Granger Stadium, home of the Wood Ducks in Kinston, where I'm going to be an honorary Wood Duck for the day. Come along with me as we check out how the players prepare for their home game. What's up, y'all? I'm here with Tucker Mitchell of the Wood Ducks. We're the minor league team of the Texas Rangers, and I'm going to learn the ins and outs of being a Wood Duck today. So what does a typical day start like before a game?
We usually get here about 12 for lunch, and then depending on your position, you usually have a meeting with the coach. And also depending on the day, we'll have a lift, speed work, or some extra hitting. It's like throwing out the first pitch. Oh, almost. No campfires. Nope.
Oh, that was really bad.
Ooh, that was a good pitch.
Talk us through a little bit about, what your day looks like before you begin a game.
Today's pretty packed. We got here at about noon, ate lunch, had 2 meetings, pregame meetings, and then hitting the cage a little bit. Right now we're about to do speed work. I had a bullpen personally, and then we'll hit on field and get ready for the game.
And when someone comes to a Wood Ducks game, what can they expect from you guys as the players taking the field?
Lots of energy, lots of excitement, and hopefully a win.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect. And your season's from April until September. How soon into the season do you guys figure out like if you have the potential to make it to postseason?
I think we always do, and we're very excited about our team and about what we can accomplish when we put it all together.
And so you just moved to North Carolina, similar to me. What have you loved so much about North Carolina so far?
I would say North Carolina overall has been great. The people have been great. The fans that I've had to interact with have been really good and really supportive, and just excited about getting to know them more.
Perfect. Was my throwing okay? How did I do? Be honest. I can take it.
One being like never thrown before in your life?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably at like definitely more than one. Less than 10 for sure.
I'm not like a 6.
You could be like a...
I got a few strikes in there.
It was surprising. You did well.
Well, I guess my fastball wasn't as fast as it could have been, so I'm just gonna leave this for the pros, but for now, let's head back to the studio. Open your eyes, umpire. What kind of a call was that?
Come out to historic Granger Stadium and cheer on your Down East Wood Ducks. Get your tickets now at milb.com/downeast/tickets or call 252-686-5164. We'll see you in Kinston as we cheer on the Wood Ducks.
Coming up, we are just 1 week away from the premiere of Leonardo, which explores the secrets, drama, and struggle of the genius of Leonardo da Vinci, which I don't know about you, but I love a period piece. And after the break, we'll get a sneak peek of the trailer. All right, y'all, the CW has officially brought Leonardo to the US. For those of you who don't know, let me fill you in. Leonardo is the show that explores the secrets and drama behind the genius of Leonardo da Vinci, his life, his work, and his personal struggles set against the backdrop of the Renaissance Italy. Leonardo officially airs August 16th at 8 p.m. Let's roll to the clip.
What is the most noble endeavor man can pursue?
I'm offering the greatest canvas you've ever painted.
Only art can take the pain and suffering of our lives and turn it into beauty.
It's incredible.
Leonardo, new CW series premieres Tuesday, August 16th on the CW.
Another awesome show that is coming back to the CW this August is DC's Stargirl. The drama series follows a high school sophomore, Courtney Whitmore, and her stepfather, Pat Dugan, as she leads an unlikely group of young heroes to take on the legacy of DC's very first superhero team, the Justice Society of America. Let's take a look at the trailer.
Welcome home, Star family.
Look out, world. Starman is back.
Yeah. I think that there's a real opportunity here, Court, for you to learn directly from him.
I can train you. I can show you some pretty great tricks.
We're gonna get you on a good career path, okay? We're gonna find you a great job.
Hey, that sounds terrible.
Ain't no stopping us.
We have been doing everything we can to fit in here.
Would you like some help with that? We can help the bad guys break good.
Ain't no stopping us. We do the impossible.
They don't want you here. They're not our enemies anymore.
You let half the villains that killed our friends move in next door.
No matter what evil comes our way next, we'll be unstoppable.
We do the impossible.
Good morning, Eastern North Carolina. Join me, Elena Verdine, at 4:30.
And me, Julianne Dell, starting at 5.
For WNCT 9 Morning Edition, weekdays from 4:30 to 7.
You are guaranteed a good time when Dwayne and Kevin get together, and this was no different. Their new film is a fresh take on superheroes, and it's totally gone to the dogs.
Can't believe it hasn't been done yet because it's just a genius idea.
Yeah, it's like the two greatest things, superheroes and pets. Deploy Canine Shield.
What is a canine?
So what is it about these animated projects now? You're just like in the groove with that, and is it for the kids at this point? What is it?
Yeah, it definitely has a lot to do with the kids. I think
he has so many.
Well,
so it's like,
Well, wait,
that
they're
we
not
know
Nick
of.
Cannon though.
Yeah, no,
well,
just 4, right?
that you know of.
Dwayne and Kevin bring plenty of laughs in DC League of Super Pets. Dwayne voices Superman's super dog, who teams up with Kevin and other shelter pets to save the Justice League. But that's not The Rock's only superhero movie.
We've got you coming out as Black Adam. So Kev, when are you gonna take on a superhero role, man?
You know, I really thought about it, but then I was like, meh.
Meh?
Yeah, like those roles are stupid.
He's upset.
You went and shot Black Adam secretly, told me that you weren't working, and I found out through social media that you were done production.
You have been warned. The DC universe will never be the same again.
Dwayne brought Black Adam to Comic-Con last weekend, a dream 20 years in the making.
It was a moment.
That's where he told us about his tortilla challenge with Kevin that went viral.
I carry tortillas with me everywhere I go, in case somebody wants some smoke.
No tortilla smoke, all right?
Kevin Hart, that was a dream come true for him, by the way.
And of course, we'll have so much more on the next Entertainment Tonight.
Coming up this week, if your cup of coffee is starting to feel a little boring, we'll teach you how to make a cortado from start to finish, which is sure to put some pep in your step. And we'll hit some bongos with C as she tries out her musical talents on C sharp. Make sure to join Hello ENC every weekday at 12:30 to be in the know of everything that is livin', lovin' local in the East. See ya!
Content segments during Hello ENC were paid for by Hearn's Fine Jewelry, Stewart Equipment Company, NC Farm Families, Harvey's Fertilizer and Gas, and Tidewater Energy.
Closed captioning for Hello ENC is sponsored by Hearing Life.